What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Bluebird Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated two-division world champion, who is currently the unified WBC, WBO, super featherweight world champion, superstar Olympic silver medalist, Shakur Stevenson, who is 18 wins, no loss and no draw, 9 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. With that said, Shakur Stevenson is coming off the biggest victory of his career that took place April 30th against former undefeated two-division world champion. He was the WBC super featherweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Oscar Valdez. That was a unification bout. Shakur Stevenson, he absolutely dominated the fight against Oscar Valdez. With that said, we know Shakur Stevenson has been into a public splat with undefeated three-division world champion, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who's 26 wins, no loss, no draw, 24 big wins by way of knockout. He is 27 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. With that said, Shakur Stevenson is not letting that stand in the way of unity. This is what we ask for in the sport of boxing from our young fighters. And unity from Shakur Stevenson. He's going out and he's letting it be known that not just that he's backing Gervonta Tank Davis to win this fight against his fellow stablemate in undefeated WBA lightweight title interim contender, Rolando Romero, who's 14 wins, no loss and no draw, 12 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. That's scheduled to take place this upcoming Saturday, May 28th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, in which Shakur Stevenson is letting it be known that he's putting big money that Gervonta Tank Davis, he stops Rolando Romero by the 7th round. He said a guy that's limited in skill set and fundamentally sound skills and just has limited plain vanilla awkward style is going to get past 7 rounds with Gervonta Tank Davis. He'll be surprised if it goes that far, and he's putting big money on that. He's also stated that he's looking for the line for undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is 27 wins, no loss and no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout, 23 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach, as Devin Haney is going into the biggest fight of his career against undefeated, newly crowned, unified lightweight world champion Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr., who is 20 wins, no loss and no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'8", 5'9", with a 69-inch arm reach. That's scheduled to take place June 4th in the United States, June 5th in Australia. So this upcoming Saturday, you'll have Tank versus Rolando Romero. Then next Saturday, you're going to have Devin Haney versus George Kambosos Jr., in which, Shakur Stevenson, he's saying he's putting up big money for Devin Haney. He says that Devin Haney is absolutely going to dominate this fight with George Kambosos Jr. He stated that it's not even going to be close. He said that both of these fighters, Rolando Romero, George Kambosos Jr., are plain fighters, no special effects. And he stated that he expects Devin Haney to dominate this fight, okay? And he's going to put up big money for it. And he also expects Gervonta Tank Davis to blow out Rolando Romero, okay? So this is what he had to say about Tank and Rolly. He said, quote, Tank in 7. No basic, ordinary, awkward fighter who just start boxing lasting 12 rounds with this dude. Not happening, 100%, right? So that's what he said about Rolly. He said, no basic, awkward style, newly learning fighter is going to beat Tank or even get to the 12th round. Tank by 7th round, okay? Then he stated when it comes to Devin Haney, he said, what is the betting line odds looking like on Devin Haney fight? He finna smoke, dude. I'm just trying to see how much I could win off of him. So he's letting it be known. He said he get ready to walk right through George Kambosos Jr., and I'm trying to see how much I could win off of him, okay? And, he goes on, he says that, again, like I stated, Rolly Romero is a basic awkward fighter, or ordinary awkward fighter. And he said that, also George Kambosos Jr. is a basic ordinary fighter as well, and that they have no special effects. There's nothing special about them, and that Devin Haney is going to smoke George Kambosos Jr. and Gervonta Tank Davis is going to get rid of Rolly Romero by 6th round. That's ironic because he uttered the exact same sentiments that I have been saying. I feel like Devin Haney is absolutely going to put on a dominant, dazzling performance against George Kambosos Jr. Everybody's concerned with the referees and the judges. Is he going to get a fair shake? And I continue to tell people I don't even believe they're going to play a part. I believe it's going to be such a dominant performance that the judges can't even be considered to play a part. They won't be a factor, okay? I just think that Devin Haney's ability to box, his size, his range, his quickness, he is not former unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez, okay? Teofimo Lopez is a completely different type of fighter than Devin Haney, okay? Teofimo Lopez was being very one-dimensional. He was looking for one big punch, okay? He was very flat-footed, okay? And he was just looking to get and knock out George Kambosos Jr. And even in that, it was still a split decision, okay? He was dropped in the first round. He still battled back to drop George Kambosos in the 10th round. And, he lost a split decision, okay? But that just goes to show. Teofimo Lopez, different style, 16 wins now, 1 loss, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch army. So he's not as tall as Devin Haney, not as rangy as Devin Haney, and he fights it in a flat foot manner, okay? Just looking for one big punch. That's not what Devin Haney does. And when Teofimo Lopez was using his jabbing, which Devin Haney is considered to be top 3, top 5 best boxers in the sport of boxing with a jab, okay? And he's more rangy than Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney has 4-inch arm reach advantage over Teofimo Lopez, and he's not flat-footed, he's fleet-footed, okay? And so with that said, he's a better counterpuncher. He's not viewed to have as much power as Teofimo Lopez, but he has more knockouts. He has 15 knockouts in his career, okay? So with that said, he does have 10 more fights than Teofimo Lopez. But Teofimo Lopez's style, that George Kambosos' hand speed played a part because he was standing flat-footed, okay? And he was being very predictable. That allowed George Kambosos' hand speed and awkwardness to play a major part. That won't be the case, in my opinion, with Devin Haney. And when it comes to Rolando Rolly Romero, as I stated, he's still a novice. He's still learning. And I've been saying this, and I said that his punches are very wide, very looping. Gervonta Tank Davis is a southpaw. His punches are very sharp, very clean, very accurate. Very fast hands, very fast feet when he wants to have fast feet. Very versatile. Can fight north, south, east, and west. Fight in the pocket. He can fight in mid-range. He can fight on the outside. Very high ring IQ. He's the complete package, and he's shown to be durable. Okay, shown to have a sturdy chin. Rolly Romero, his punches are very predictable, just like Teofimo Lopez punches was with George Kambosos Jr., but he's not as quick as Teofimo Lopez, okay? And so with that said, you can see, you're going to be able to see his punches coming. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be able to see and counter all of Rolly Romero's punches. Now, does Rolly have a puncher's chance? Obviously. Many people point to Rolly and say that Rolly has a lot of power. Well, it's levels of opponent as well. 14 fights, 12 knockouts. But when he fought Jackson Martinez, who was the best fight on his resume, he arguably lost. And he was getting outboxed by Jackson Martinez. And most people feel like he got a gift decision, okay? So with that said, I just think that the ring IQ, the ability to counterpunch, the ability to slow the fight down and be on the big stage, that's another thing. Rolly has never been on this big stage, okay? He's never even had a press conference leading into his fight with Tank Davis. So to be on this massive stage against a guy like Gervonta Tank Davis for the first time in your career, I don't see that playing out very well for Rolly. And I don't think it goes past 5-6 rounds myself. So Shakur Stevenson, he uttered the same sentiments. And that goes for also George Kambosos Jr., who's, yes, he's been on the big stage with Teofimo Lopez's fight here in the States, but there's going to be a lot of pressure on him to perform and show up in Australia, as he calls it, in the down under. And I think that Devin Haney's going to dominate that fight. So Shakur Stevenson says he's looking to put up and make a lot of big money off of Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney these next upcoming 2 Saturdays. So let's see how everything unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.